things end up like this.
All thanks to your artistic license. That's how. I should have made you wait until we got an update from Tanja.
But when I finished the prototype Aranara yesterday, you agreed that the kids would like it. That's why we tried bringing it out for a test run today.
Well, I never thought they'd dislike it so much.
Oh, what should we do?
Whoa. Yeah. Compared to everyone else, they seem really down in the dumps. Let's go find out what's going on. Oh, hey there. Paimon's name is Paimon, and he's a traveler who is just passing by. Is there...
Oh, I noticed you two a moment ago. Welcome to Akara Crafts, the best toy store in Port Ormos. What's bothering us is this prototype Aranara. To start with, could I get your opinion on it?
Prototype Aranara? You mean this woodcarver?
Oh, there we have it.
Not the first negative feedback we've had.
So, what exactly is a prototype Aranara?
So for context, Aranara are magical creatures in Sumeru fairy tales that live in the forest. For the store's 20th anniversary, we plan to release a series of hand-carved toys based on the Aranara. This is a prototype we made to get an idea of how they would react. But when we put it out there, the reaction was...
They thought it looked like a mushroom too, huh?
No, worse than that, actually. I can't quite describe it, though. And I'm also not very...
This is not an Aranara. No way. I've read Uncle Tanja's Aranara and the Ill Little Fungus. It says that Aranara are supposed to be chubby and squishy.
Toys do look better when they're round and chubby. Uncle Tonder said in Aranara's vow that you can deceive the eyes, but you can't deceive the... This carving makes me feel lost and confused inside. I don't think the creator put his heart into it at all. Ooh, didn't put his heart into it, huh?
Csid and Alia didn't like this carving, but I think it's okay. It doesn't look too happy, so it's kind of pitiful in a cute way.
Oh, a positive review!
Yeah, so I would totally ask my dad to get it for me, if it wasn't meant to be an Aran.
Oh, well, that took a sudden turn for the worse. We asked the children for their opinions.
Oh, how did it go? Has it maybe, grown on them at all? Oh, this is such a shame.
Oh, the kids kept mentioning an Uncle Tanger, too.
Uncle Tanger is a famous children's author here in Port Orm. He wrote quite a few stories in the past, but none of them. But around a year or so ago, he suddenly had a eureka moment or something.
That's right. My little Ghaffari loves his stories, too. The whole reason we decided to make these carvings was because we saw just how popular the Aranara are among... We asked Tanja for guidance, but right after he agreed, he went off to Gandharvaville with his... We were running out of time, so we had no choice but to carve an Ara... As you can see...
Oh, we have to... Hey, since you're the famous traveler, could you do us a favor and look for Tanger? He doesn't have to come in person if he's too busy. Just ask him to write down his suggestions and bring his notes back to us. Please, if only to put a smile on the children.
They seem pretty desperate. Let's help them out. Yep, let's...
Tanja takes his son with him everywhere. Maybe that's why he was able to come up with... Anyway, we're count...
Supposed to be here in Gandharvaville looking for inspiration. But should we yell his name at the top of our lungs?
Hey, buddy. What's your name? What are you doing here all alone? Do you live in Gandharvaville? Regardless, don't worry. As a trainee forest ranger, I'll do everything I can to help you.
Hi, Miss Forest Ranger. I'm Rosie. Don't mind me. I know the way back to Gandharvaville.
When people say, don't mind me, what they really mean is don't worry about me. That's all the more reason not to leave you alone. Hey, don't cry. What's wrong? Take your time. You can tell me all about it.
Huh. That voice sounds familiar. Paimon's heard it somewhere before. Oh, it's Kale! And... Hi, Kale. How have you been?
Paimon and Traveler. I've been doing pretty well. Thanks for asking. I'm helping Master Tighnari patrol the
We're here on an errand. We heard your voice, so we thought we'd come ask you for help. You seem kinda busy, though.
I'll be fine. You go help them first, Miss Forest Ranger.
What a well-mannered child.
Sand? There is not a lot of sand in a forest. You can't...
Maybe.
That's exactly why you have to get it off your chest. Here's a trick. If you're keeping a secret that bothers you, you can try telling it all to a tree hollow.
A tree hollow?
Yeah, a tree hollow. Do you know Tanja's stories? The Aranara living in the forest will patiently listen to every word children say. Maybe there really are Aranara living in the tree hollows that will listen.
You like the R&R stories too?
Of course! I love them!
Oh, people who like R&R are the best. Okay, I'll try telling my secrets to a tree.
Aw, you're just exaggerating. Anyway, so... how are you doing?
Sure.
Wow. Kale's so good with kids.
Well, helping children who are lost in the rainforest is... So, what was it you wanted help with? You're not lost too, are you? Okay, so you're looking for a children's author... wait. When you say Tanja, do you mean the Tanja?
That's right.
So he's in the area? Looking for inspiration for a new story as we... This is amazing. Could you wait for me for a second? I'll run Rosie back to Gandharvaville and then I've always been curious what the man behind those...
Tanja's just a normal guy.
Even so, he must be more creative than most people. Wait, hold on. Rosie, do you mean you've met...
Your dad? Tanja's your dad? As in you're Tanja's son? Ah, Paimon's. That guy at Akara Crass told us that Tanja brought his son along with him. Why are you here on your own, though? Did you and...
We had an argument.
Oh, in that case, we should take you back to Gandharvaville first. Then we'll...
No, I'm good. Thanks for your advice, Kale. I'm not so upset anymore. Come with me. I'll take you.
Yay! Thanks, Rosie! Paimon thought we'd be spending the whole...
Oh my gosh! I can't believe I'm actually gonna meet the Tanja!
Oh.
So Tanja headed this way. I know this place pretty well. Follow...
Rosie! Where are you, Rosie?
Someone's calling...
Oh, Rosie! Thank goodness I finally found you. What would I do without you, my son? Were you in danger? Did the wild beast scare you?
I'm okay.
Thank you. Thank you all. I dare say that even the most cold-hearted Spino...
Oh, it's nothing. It's all part of my responsibility as a trainee forest ranger. I'm the one who should thank you for creating so many...
Really? I didn't know anyone read my stories apart from young children. Okay, then. I have the
Huh? It's an honor to become the source of your...
Whoa. Kale looks like she's about to pass out.
I'm okay. Sorry. I just got a little too excited.
Are you two story lovers as well? Yes. The moment I saw you, the image of an aura giant and an aura finch traveling together popped into my mind. Ah, excellent! Improvisation! Yes, mount your trusty steed of imagination and canter through the lush meadows of lyrical expression.
Seems like Tanja has a slightly exaggerated view of what it... Also, Paimon's not a finch. That's nothing to get excited about.
Akara Crafts. Oh, right. I remember now. That small boat was perhaps for the best. After all, a wild tempest was raging in Tanger.
What? Paimon has no idea what should we do? Do you think we should get Tainari?
Dad's saying he forgot about helping the people at Akara Crafts learn more about Aranara because right now he has something more important to do.
Oh, that's what he meant. Well, there it is. All the Wait, no, this isn't the time for all that. Tanger, your help is pretty vital to the toy makers. You gotta do something.
But the garden that blooms before my eyes is of greater importance, for therein lies the beauty. I, Tanger, have found evidence of Aranara activity right here in the Avidia forest, conclusively proving that Aranara not only exists in stories, but in real life too. If I manage to document the first real-life Aranara sighting, the petty problems that perplex Akara Crafts will be... Meanwhile, I may well be able to leverage this to assume leadership of the academia.
I haven't written any papers myself, but I think you need to have a bunch of them approved by the review board before entering the Anyway, Tanja, what did you mean by evidence of Aranara activity?
The hook's what's important in a story. The great storyteller Tanger never gives his audience the bait right away. Come with me.
Wait, not that way.
Kale, what's wrong?
Nothing, but that way leads us deeper into the Avidia forest. And I think I'm starting to understand why Razi and Tanja were fighting.
Just as I expected, the promise of one of my stories has kept you hot on my heels.
But this is just an ordinary tree hollow. Paimon's not seeing any evidence of Aranara.
You can deceive the eyes, but you can't deceive the heart. Look with your heart and you too will understand.
Paimon's not sure what look with your heart means. But anyway, let's start by investigating the area around this tree hollow. Hey, look! There's a note here. The handwriting's so hard to... do Aranara need to learn about Here's another note that says... That sounds more like something in Aranara from the... There's another one here! If only a clever Aranara. Is the...
How does it feel to bear witness to a groundbreaking discovery? Exciting, isn't it? The crude handwriting may look like a child's, but don't forget, we're in the middle of a rain. I doubt that a child would be able to reach this deep into the forest, and I doubt even more that they would think of this lowly tree. I boldly hypothesize that this tree hollow is in fact the Aranara's academia. The notes, an Aranara that wasn't so bright left a note here wishing to become a clever Aranara. Oh. I shall craft a new story for them and call it the... How's that? Don't the very words just conjure up images of Aranara?
Nope.
Well, many an adventurer knows how to take to the skies with their easily visible wind gliders, yet they do not possess the... How about you, Miss Forest Ranger? Do you soar into the atmosphere on the wings of imagination?
Huh? Me? I don't know. Maybe I do, but... Yeah, I'm fine. It's just that witnessing Tanja creative process is a little...
Overwhelming.
Oh, yes. Yes.
For now, I've decided to stay here with Razi until we witness the legendary moment when the Aranara appear in this hut. Don't worry, I won't let the Akara Crafts Toymakers...
He seems pretty stubborn. Looks like we'll have to...
No, I think we should return to our camp first. Tanja, in Aranara and the Three Little Fungus, it says that Aranara are very sensitive creatures. I don't think they'll show up if we stay here.
Oh? Was that in the story? Ah, yes, I remember now. Miss Forest Ranger, in that case, let's go back to camp and call it a day.
Traveler, wake up! It's not the Aranara, it's Kale. She's gone! Oh, Paimon's been worried about Kale since last night. Even though she kept telling us she was okay after we saw the evidence of... Anyway, let's go find her! Hey, look! Aren't these Kale's footprints? But why are they headed towards the tree hollow? So Kale came back here alone. Is she waiting for the...
And I thought this was a place nobody knew about. I never thought Tanja would find it, or that I would run into the Traveler and Paimon. If I'd known, I would have just told the tree hollow instead of writing it down. There must be another way to practice my handwriting. Now I've created a whole new problem for myself. What do I do now? Dress up as an Aranara? Oh, no, that won't work. I should be writing something that an Aranara would never say, so that Tanja won't mistake me for one of them. Oh, I've got it. There's no way Tanja could see this as the work of an Aranara.
So the evidence of Aranara activity we saw during the day was actually evident, but why didn't she just tell Tanja? Oh, right. Kale told Razi that he could tell any secret to a tree hollow. Must be because that's what she does. And now, yeah, you're right. We'll keep her secret for her. Oh, looks like she's almost done writing.
Aha! There's a new note just as I expected. Yes! It's the same handwriting, which means it... Let's see what it said.
Ooh, what could it be?
I want to visit Mondstadt during the Ludi Harpastum again? No, that's impossible. This must be some kind of mistake. How? Even I would never write that into a fairy tale.
So, in other words, the notes can't have been left by an Aranara.
Yeah. If you ask me, they were probably left by a passing merchant from Mondstadt or something. Definitely not an Aranara.
No. No, I refuse. I can't.
What do you mean you can't? It's not like it'll take you a huge amount of effort.
You've written so many stories beloved by the children. I'm sure you can help create...
No! I can't do it. I thought that if I could find an Aranara, I'd be able to help Akara Crafts. But it was someone from Mondstadt all along.
But you've managed to write all those stories without ever having seen a real Aranara.
Rosie, you tell them.
Really?
Yes, it's fine. Tell them.
Okay. Kale, Traveler, Paimon. Do you remember when I said that there was a secret I didn't want to tell? I didn't want to tell anyone the secret, but it made me feel very sick. So, I think I should tell you. Dad isn't the one who came up with all those Aranara stories.
What? Hold on. So if Uncle Tanja wasn't the author, then...
It was me. Dad's been telling stories in Port Ormos for as long as I can remember. I always got to listen every night. Dad would give me a zaytun peach for dinner, and I'd eat it while he told his story. The zaytun peaches were delicious, but Dad's stories were really bad. He always uses sentences that are really hard to understand, but Dad kept on going, telling his stories again and again. Oh, one time, he even borrowed a camera from Lord Sangemabe's shop. Dad showed me the picture and said that it shall become the precious record of Sumeru. Even though I only had zaytun peaches to eat and not so great stories to listen to, I was happy. Then one day, I tried telling Dad a story I came up with. Dad seemed really excited from the very... He looked really happy. He lifted me up high into the... He lifted me up so high that I was looking down at him. And when I got to my favorite part, Dad started crying. I guess when Dad put me back down, I looked up at him again, but now he had a scary...
You remember it so...
It's not only Rosie. I, too, remember every detail of what happened that day. After that, I gradually grew in fame and started making money. I became Sumeru's best storyteller, just as I always dreamed. Finally, we could afford more than just zaytun peaches for dinner. I thought it would make
I was really happy at first, but then everyone started calling me Tanja's son instead of Rosie. I kind of guessed why, but I also didn't want to believe it. Dad got busier with things that had nothing to do with storytelling, like that request from Akara Crap. So I made up my mind that this time, I just want to be good old Rosie instead of Dad the way he is now. I prefer my dad how he used to be, stumbling over words and not knowing how to end the story. That's why I decided to keep how I imagine Aranara to look like a secret.
Wait! Paimon gets it now! To sum up, all of Uncle Tanja's fairy tales were actually and because Rosie didn't want Tanja to keep living a lie, he refused to...
Yes. That's why I tried looking for possible evidence of Aranara. I'm a terrible father. I'm sorry, Resi. I'm so sorry. And I owe you all an apology. Rosie's the only one who can help Akara Crafts. If you can manage to persuade him, that is.
Are we gonna let this happen?
You want me to help Akara Crafts with their carving? Well, I did mention what the Aranara look like in my stories, but to make a Kale, Traveler, and Paimon, I've never really left Port Ormos before. This is my first time. Sumeru is so much bigger than I thought. Seeing new places has given me loads, so I want to visit more places in Sumeru. That way. And I also want to take pictures of Dad everywhere that we travel to.
You still want me to come with you?
Yeah, of course. Come on. You're the best dad ever.
is the happiest Razzie has sounded since we met.
I want to thank you, Kale.
Huh? Me?
You told me about telling my secrets to a tree hollow. Even though I didn't have the time to find a tree hollow, telling everyone my secret made me feel so much better.
Yeah. It's hard to keep too many. I made a lot of mistakes back in Mondstadt. But when I look back on them, it all feels more like a new I'm sure this experience will be the same for Tanja.
Yes. Wait. Did you just say you've been to Mondstadt?
I just passed by once. Let's go, Razzie. Grab that camera and see what hidden inspiration.
Okay, let's go. Come on, Dad.
Razzie, slow down and watch your step.